If you want to win your NFL fantasy draft and you have the 7th overall pick, stay tuned for this video. We have you selecting Jonathan Taylor.
JT Money, Wes.
Arguably the best running back in the NFL.
Wes, this guy's money. This guy wins you leagues.
Yeah.
He's been a first overall pick in fantasy in the past. There's no going wrong with Jonathan Taylor, number 7.
He's an elite running back. Finished second in PPR last season. Elite year, obviously, until Daniel Jones went down.
Yeah.
But we saw what he can do with an elite O-line and a great quarterback.
He was rank 1 for the longest time last year.
Oh, my God. He was winning people weeks. And honestly, he was a league winner last year.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan Taylor could do that again this year. A league winner.
I agree, Wes. 16 touchdowns, 1,585 rushing yards last year. 18 touchdowns on the season.
Sick.
That's averaging a touchdown a game, Wes. That is just ridiculous numbers.
And we have him going 7th, obviously, barring the fact that Jamar Chase, Puka, obviously Bijan, Gibbs, if those guys
if the top 6 aren't taken, we have you guys taking Jonathan Taylor number 7.
Also CMC, basically. I would say CMC is, if CMC falls, you take him. Just because of the upside, a bit more upside than Taylor.
I agree.
But the upside is still fantastic with Taylor, as we saw it last year. One of the best pure running backs I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of this
Wes
guy.
He's up there for sure.
A lot of touchdown ceiling. He could be an RB1. He could easily finish RB1.
Easily. Now with the second pick, guys, we have you taking either between Derrick Henry or Kenneth Walker. Preferring that you guys take Derrick Henry if he's still on the board. Derrick Henry, top running back in the league, no matter even if about his age was.
Yeah, and we have to go RB heavy over here just because I think the position is so scarce this year. Yeah. Once you get into the backer rounds, it gets a bit slim, and you have to lock in a solid RB2. Yeah. Derrick Henry is probably still going to be on the board. I think it's a very safe pick. He has a very safe floor in that Ravens offense. We've seen him excel for years, get a lot of touchdowns. Him and Lamar are electric. Yeah. And if he's taken, you have a solid backup option.
Kenneth Walker, Wes. Kansas City's running back now. The Kansas City offense is going to be doing magic this year.
They love to run the ball.
Mahomes is going to be dumping the ball to him as well. He's going to be finding him in the end zone. That's going to be a recipe for magic.
He's a workhorse. Pacheco's out. I think their backup running back is like Carson Steele or something. So that guy's not touching the field. We know K9's going to get a big workload. He's a Super Bowl MVP. Yeah. We saw how elite he was last season. And Andy Reid, the head coach, just loves feeding his running backs. We've seen it for the past decade. I think it's going to be the same situation. But Derrick Henry's obviously the safer pick here, just based on recency bias. The size, obviously, he's a massive running back, and he's going to punch in a lot of touchdowns. So go Derrick Henry if he's there. If not, K9 in the second round.
With the third round pick, guys, we're going to have you taking either Javonte Williams or Josh Jacobs. If Josh Jacobs is still there, preferably to take Josh Jacobs. He's the better running back out of the two, but it's still close.
Yeah, and we're locking in a third running back over here. Just like we said before, you have no choice. And I think Josh Jacobs is due to have a great season. Yeah. But Javonte Williams was exceptional last year. A career-high season
honestly,
for him.
I was really didn't expect Javonte Williams to have a season like that last year. I remember even went to the 10th round in fantasy. I said I personally don't want to touch that guy because with Denver, he wasn't great. Yeah. Maybe had one good season with Denver, but I said I don't want to touch that guy. He ended up being one of the biggest steals of the draft.
Yeah, and we saw what he could do in that Dallas offense last season. I don't see why he can't do it again. They don't have any competition for him in that backfield. Yeah. Dak Prescott loves feeding his running back. He's going to eat. He's definitely going to get a lot of red zone opportunities.
Yeah, that's for sure.
League winner last year as well. Look, if you could get him in the third round, it's an absolute steal, I believe. And if not, you go with Josh Jacobs, another running back who's a workhorse in that offense. We saw last year he was elite. He's going to do that again. There's a bit of scandals around his name. I think he cleared it, though, now. Yeah. His injury history is very slim.
The Packers are one of the better teams in the league, West, so they're always going to be in the offensive zone. Yeah. Josh Jacobs is a horse. He's going to be getting the 1-yard touchdowns every single time.
Yeah, they don't have a backup. I can't tell. As a Packers fan, I can't tell you who their back. I think it's Marshawn Lloyd. This guy's not that great.
No one.
Yeah. So you go with Javonte Williams. If he's taken, then you go with Josh Jacobs. You're winning either way, and you're stacking up your RBs. 3 elite running backs to start the draft. And now in the 4th round, we have you going a bit crazy here. You take Lamar Jackson, you take a quarterback. If he's not there, you go with Josh Allen. Yeah. So we have this.
Josh Allen probably won't be falling, West, let's be realistic. But if he were to fall in the 4th round over here, it's an absolute steal.
These are the 2 quarterbacks that have the highest chances of going 1 and 2.
Yeah, highest chances of going 1 and 2 for sure, West. Both of them could punch into the end zone. Both of them could throw 4 touchdowns a game. Yeah. This is ridiculous.
MVP seasons in, I think, 5 straight years for both of them, other than Lamar last year, obviously, who dealt with some injuries. Yeah. But I think that Lamar Jackson has put that one rare season behind him. He's going to put up elite numbers, video game numbers like we've seen throughout so many times.
Yeah.
And if he
stays healthy, he's probably a number one rank.
Yeah, I would say he's going to go number one. And if he's taken, which it could very likely be due to him probably finishing QB1, you go with Josh Allen, who seems to have Cinderella story after Cinderella story. Yeah. Just a great quarterback for fantasy. This guy puts up crazy numbers, rushes the ball in, gets rushing yards. He passes the ball elitely. I just think that you're winning either way with going one of these two quarterbacks. So now for the 5th round of your draft, we have you taking your first wide receiver. Two great options that could be on the table here, Mike Evans or Terry McLaurin.
I would go Mike Evans first
as
a safe pick.
Yeah, prioritize Mike Evans.
New team, 49ers West. Mike Evans is known to have 1,000-yard seasons. He's had every single one other than last season because he was hurt. Yeah. He would have got it for sure, but he's just
a better offense.
Better offense. I would say maybe a better quarterback. I don't know if he's better than Baker. It's close though.
I would say so. I would say he's a bit better.
Yeah, a bit better than Baker. So he's gonna be doing some damage in that 49ers offense. That's for sure.
I think he's gonna be the clear-cut wide receiver one on that team.
Yeah,
he's a freak athlete. People are saying that his age is catching up to him, but that really doesn't matter when you're in the red zone and you're 6'4". Yeah. This guy's gonna be catching a lot of touchdowns on that offense.
Big red zone target. If not, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, another crazy receiver was.
They're due for a bounce back season. The Commanders had a really shaky season in that sophomore year for Jaden Daniels, sophomore slump. Yeah. I think that now Jaden Daniels is gonna have a great season.
Yeah, I believe in Jaden Daniels, Wes. I do believe in him. I really do.
And they also signed, I believe, Stephon Diggs on the other side.
Yeah, as a wide receiver too.
You know what I mean? Just to space out the field, get some distraction, and free up Scary Terry for more targets. I think Terry McLaurin's going to have an elite season. It's his favorite target. The chemistry is there. We've seen it. Even last season when Jaden Daniels was playing and McLaurin was playing, we saw him catching touchdowns. I think fully healthy, due for a great season. So now in the 6th round, we have you taking another wide receiver just to complete your core, Carnell Tate or Marvin Harrison Jr. Absolute crazy value in this round. Yeah.
Look, you guys might think we're crazy for taking Marvin Harrison Jr.
No, but this guy was a 2nd-round pick last year. I know he didn't pan out, but the upside is too high to let him fall farther than the 6th round.
Yeah.
So I think that you have to go with Carnell Tate, obviously, as the priority.
Yeah.
Just because
he's the best rookie in the receiver in the draft.
Yeah, I think Carnell Tate is due to have a great season. Build a connection with Cam Ward, who's going to be passing super heavily all season. The Titans are a team that are going to be trailing throughout probably the whole entire season for every game. So that equals more opportunities for Carnell Tate. He's the priority here. I don't know how he's falling this late in drafts. It's an absolute steal.
Yeah, I would go with Carnell Tate, though.
You're locking in 2 wide receiver ones in the 5th and 6th round, which is absolute ridiculous. Like it's a steal in value. Marvin Harrison Jr., I think, is bound to have a great season as well. Look, it's only up from last year.
He's due to hit, Wes.
There's really no other way to go other than up from last year. Yeah. I mean, it was really shaky. The expectations were high. This guy's a freak athlete. Jacoby Brissett is going to be in a similar situation to the Titans. A lot of passes. I know McBride gets a lot of those targets, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is an exceptional athlete. He should be eating. He should be getting a lot of touchdowns as well. The height, the hands, the speed. How can you go wrong with Marvin Harrison Jr.? But you take Carnell Tate if he's on the board, obviously, as a priority.
And guys, in the 7th round, this is the last round we're going to be providing for you guys. You guys have to choose between Tucker Kraft or Kyle Pitts. If on the board, obviously, preferably taking Tucker Kraft, Wes. Yeah. This guy's a dog.
Yeah, Tucker Kraft was the tight end one going into last season, up until around mid-season, I would say, when he got hurt.
Yeah.
We saw an elite connection with Jordan Love. Yeah. He's a freak athlete. I mean, yes, he suffered a gruesome injury, but there's no competition in that tight end spot for Tucker Kraft.
Tucker Kraft has high upside, could be potentially tight end 1 this year.
Yeah.
If he plays a whole season, if he plays like last season as well, Wes, this guy's going to be eating all kinds. I think he's the best receiver on the Packers.
Yeah, honestly, the wide receiver room is very slim, and there's crazy value here this late in the draft. I mean, for a tight end of that caliber to fall that late is insane.
Yeah, it actually doesn't even make sense, Wes, honestly. But if Tucker Kraft is taking guys, you go with Kyle Pitts. Pitts, Wes. We saw what he could do in the playoffs last year. He won people their quarterfinals or semifinals, whatever week it was for you guys. He won you guys those weeks. If you had him on your team, 45 fantasy points, this guy could be dangerous.
Yeah, 45 fantasy points in a game is unheard of. Easily winning your week, your matchup.
Wes, he should be eating. But yet again, Wes, it's Tua at quarterback. You never know.
Yeah.
But if Tua has a good season, lights out for Kyle Pitts for sure. He'd be a great tight end spot.
Yeah, I think Kyle Pitts could honestly perform
I'll take
this
him as
year.
my first tight end, Wes, honestly. I really will.
Yeah, go with Tucker Kraft over Kyle Pitts any day. But if he's taken, you go with Cal Pitts.
And guys, if you enjoyed our guide for the 7th overall pick, please don't forget to drop a subscribe and a like. It means a lot to us. And don't forget to drop by Cafe Milano, the best cafe on the island. Don't forget to pass by. We'll catch you guys in the next episode.